Hello, vinyl community. I'm back to do the Rotations number 4. And Rotations is a series I'm doing where I'm showing you what I've played the last week and weekend or so since the last video, actually. What I do is I take out records from my collection that I want to play, that I feel like playing, put it on the record player, and when I'm done, I'm keeping them here in my room. And then I'm showing it to you guys. Just a way to show the collection and not always the finds, the new finds. It's pretty cool. I like it. So yeah, I've been pretty busy. I don't know if I even answered the comments from the last video, and I'm sorry for that. It's just like, yeah, it's embarrassing. But it's been a lot of stuff at work. Okay, fuck that. But yeah, that's one thing I want to say. The other one is it's gonna be a week or two till I do my next vinyl finds, because I only have like 5 pieces of vinyl to show you. But I ordered last week, and I ordered a bunch of stuff. I really got the vinyl devil in me. Then I ordered a bunch of stuff, so I'm guessing that will come tomorrow or at Monday. And when they do, it's gonna take me a week to play enough of them to show you and really talk about them. That's the deal there. The other thing I'm really thinking of is doing a podcast. A lot of people in VC are doing it, but I think it would be pretty cool. It's like this: we are 3 guys, three friends, and we meet up every other Sunday. And we've been doing that for the past 5 years now. Soon, this September, it's going to be 5 years. And the 9th, I think, even. Fuck that. And we meet up. We bring some records. We play them, talk about the music, talk about music, and drinking some beers and having fun. Like 4 hours every session. And it's so damn fun and cool to do. And I was thinking, why not document that meeting in a podcast? I think that would be pretty cool. There's a little bit of an age difference, which I think is going to be a nice mix, because I enjoyed the nice mix of that. And we are all different kinds of collectors. I'm a little bit more manic, I think, than the other two. But we're all passionate about music. That's one thing. We listen to different genres of music, which is pretty cool also. So I think the mixed bag there of music is going to be pretty cool. And first I was thinking of doing this, like create a new YouTube channel for us to put out videos. But I want to do needle drops of the music we're playing and discussing. So I think that the YouTube police will be too rude for that. And I know there's another guy in Sweden doing this kind of vinyl thing, a show that he's doing first on SoundCloud, putting out on SoundCloud, and then putting it out on iTunes. And he's doing needle drops, and he seems to be fine with that. So or the iTunes police don't bother him. So if we can do that, I would be really, really pleased. We're going to do it in Swedish, because there's going to be a language barrier that I don't think we can handle. And the discussions won't be as good as we want if we have to do it on English. So on Swedish. And that's pretty sad for maybe some of you if you're interested in it. But, oh my god. But then again, I think that for us to do a nice show, we have to do it in Swedish. That's that. Okay, so showing you the vinyl that I've played the last week, starting with this one playing in the background. This is Tommy Broman with After Midnight, Efter Midnatt. Put out in 1976. This is an ugly cover, but the music is just fantastic on this. It comes in a great fold. Tommy Broman is a Swedish fusion guitarist, and he played on a Swedish prog band that I can't name now, and he also played on the Belinda record, the pornographic Swedish prog record I've shown before. with some fuzz guitar and fusion guitar on that one. This is a solo effort, really underrated and good. It's produced by Björn Jonsson Lind, and there's also Malando Gassamo playing on this, along with John Bendel and some other guys. It's really cool, underrated, and cheap as hell. $1, $2, $3 every time. And I mean, we could talk about this for hours, but this record, if this was only pressed in like 400 or 500 copies back in the day, with that quality of music on it, if that would be just 400 copies record, that would go for insane money, and everyone would like to have it and to listen to, get the music. But now when it's cheap, no one talks about it, and it's just like, and there's a bunch of records that's like that, but yeah, pretty cool thought, I think. Moving to something completely different. This is Keith Emerson's Inferno, the soundtrack to Dario Argento movie from, I guess, the late 70s, early 80s, something like that. I couldn't find any year on this. Instrumental, pretty good soundtrack, proggy soundtrack. A little bit too polished to be a perfect record, and a little bit too polished for being a perfect Dario Argento soundtrack. I mean, Goblin does it so much better. But then again, this is good, and every time I play it, it gets a little bit better. So I guess I have to keep on playing it. Yeah. Next one. Last time I showed you Earth, Angels of Darkness, Demons of Light, and this is the second Earth and only other Earth record I own. Because I went to the show a couple of years ago when Earth came to Gothenburg, and I saw them. The two records were the only one they had for sale, so I bought both of them. And this is material from 1991, somewhere along that line. This is drone metal also, but more on the metal side than the last one. It's more droney and darker. This is more like droney metal, but yeah, more on the metal side. I don't care for this too much. I think it's a pretty decent record, and I could part with this if it wasn't for Kurt Cobain singing backup vocals on one track, and that's just like a cool thing to have a record of, you know. So I mean, I semi enjoyed the music, but not like, yeah. If it was worth more, I would sell it if I could make a profit on the buy something I really wanted. But yeah, I'm keeping it for now. Next one, Doris Svensson, from 1969, her first release. She did two releases. The second one was Did You Give the World Some Love Today, Babe? A much more famous and better record from the same time period, like 70, 71, something like that. This is the first one. The first side is on Swedish, the second side is on English. With the English side is played by the Dandies and the Plums. And it's really cool. It's like a little bit of a beat, 60s beats, kind of garagey record. Not as polished or fluffy as the cover seems to be. More rocky. And it's really enjoyable. And I'm glad I have a copy on vinyl, because it's really rare. It's on the Odeon label. And I found this... a guy called me, said he had like 500, 600 records that I could have for free. So I went through them, and maybe I kept like 3 of them. But when I came to this one, along with all the garbage I saw, that one in unplayed condition with just a little bit of a ring wear, it's just like blew my mind. Perfect record digging day, and it's moments like that. That's why I collect vinyl. It's just like insane. Next one, no one knows about this. A very obscure record with John Lennon and Plastic Ono Band. But yeah, what a masterpiece this is. It's been a while since I played it, and maybe there's like 1 or 2 songs that is not as good as the other ones, but the other ones are just perfect. So yeah, but I don't have to talk about that too much. Next one, keep on playing the Opeth catalog, through the catalog, Watershed. and I think I'm playing maybe Heritage this week, but that's probably the Opeth record of my vinyl records of Opeth that I have that I've played the most, so I know that album pretty well. This is it's a good record. It's not their best. I mean, I still think that Ghost Memories that's the best Opeth record out there. And Heritage is a close second one, and then like Blackwater Park and Deliverance also very, very good. But yes, after that maybe Watershed, and the latest stuff I don't really like. Still Life, oh shit, awesome. Maybe the third best. I don't know. Moving on to Genesis. This is my copy of Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Looks about the same as it sounds, which is pretty good. And this is, I think, my third copy of this, and the best one I've owned so far. But I'm looking for a badass, clean mint copy of this, because of the three records I've played, three copies I've played, no one has really sounded good. And I don't know if it's the pressing or the mastering or the mixing or the equipment or the records, the quality of the records. I don't know, but I'm still looking for a perfect copy of that, because my copy of Lamb Lies Down on Broadway sounds better in my opinion, and is a better record in my opinion. Maybe that's the second one, and third place I have to say maybe Foxtrot. Okay. That's my 2 cents on Genesis. Moving on, when I play Opeth, I always go to this automatically. The Steve Wilson records. I have two records with Steve Wilson, and I couldn't really remember how this sounded. So I played the first record of two on this one, The Raven That Refused to Sing Another Stories. Really, really good, and I think this still is the latest studio record by him, because the latest one is more like covers from different recordings back in the day. So, but yeah, highly entertaining, obviously. The early mats by The Replacements. Just flipping through my collection and almost like rediscovering this. I knew I had it, but yeah, and I got that really, really good and nice belly feeling when I saw it, because I got this as a VCLT-ish kind of thing by Mr. Fartboy, by Tony. I won a contest and I could pick a record, and I asked Tony, what do you think I should pick, and he said you should pick this, and great choice. This is a bootleg of 400 copies, and the sound quality of this is not good. It's really crazy ass bad, but it's kind of cool in the same time. Especially the second side is really good, and I think that's more of the newer material from Hootenanny and Let It Be, maybe. But there was one Street Girl, maybe 16 Bloom, or Who's Gonna Take Us Alive. Someone of those were really, really, really good. And there's an inside joke here, not produced by Alex Chilton. Next one, R.E.M. Murmur. This is one of those records that you should like, but I never seem to get into. This is maybe the third or fourth time I'm playing this, and yeah, it's not. I mean, with R.E.M. I'm more into the later stuff, the radio-friendly hits kind of thing. But yeah, it's decent. It's okay, but I can't see the whole like woo murmur. So maybe I have to listen to it more. I don't know, or I'm stupid. That can be the reason. Also, I don't know. And the last one is I pulled out Janne Schaffer's. Janne Schaffer is the name of him, but for you English guys, it's Jan Schaffer. Andra LPn, the second LP. Swedish guitarist, put out a really awesome first solo record after years of studio recordings for other artists. he put out his own, and it was really like fusion, jazz, rocky, and a little bit proggy at times. And I read in his autobiography that he didn't understand how they could let him put out that kind of music, but they did, and it sold really, really good. So they gave him a little bit more money, I guess, on the second one, because this sounds a little bit more polished. Still, fantastic record. If you like the first one, you're gonna love the second one also. Then, in my opinion, it goes a little bit down south, downstream, down. It's not that good. But this is really good still. 1974. With a lot of great artists, Malano Kasama, Ola Brunkett, Björn Isolin also playing on this. So yeah, and you can find that dirt cheap. If you, as I said, if you like the first one, the first solo record, buy the second one. You won't be disappointed. Even if you're out in the States and you have to pay like $10 or $12 for it, it's still worth it, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, the record is finished, and so am I. Have a nice day, everybody. Bye.